Hello everybody, from JP Rouge behind the camera and Jeremy Medeiros out here on Nonsuch Island, Bermuda on a beautiful spring day on the 25th of May 2025. Real purpose here today is to take a look at the CahowCam2 chick from the R832 nest. So let's take a look, let's get him out of the nest and see how everything looks. Hello there. He's heavy. I can feel as soon as I picked him up. He's a very heavy bird, and look at that. The feathers are fully emerging on the tail already. The wings are much longer and fully feathered, and his face have all the white facial feathers coming in now. Yeah, he feels like fairly good, robust weight, which is always a good thing. So, yeah, he's changing quickly. He'll change even more quickly over the next week or two, when most of this remaining down is just going to slough off as the flight feathers grow in from underneath. And, first of all, he'll lose all the down from his upper back, then his lower back, then his chest area, then his head, and finally most of them end up with just down on their flanks and their belly, maybe a little bit in the top of their head or the back of their neck. But quite often chicks will fledge out to sea with considerable amounts of down still on their belly. So, but others, especially this year, will go out to sea looking like a full adult with all the down essentially shed by that point. It varies from chick to chick, but yeah, he's looking really, really good. I'd say he's at least in the mid 300s, but I might be wrong. But he's very, very calm and just looking around. He's a very curious bird. He likes to look at the world about us. Okay, so I'm going to try and get him into the bag. He's almost too big to fit in the bag now. They get to a point before they really start losing it down where they almost don't fit. No, not yet, mate. I still have to weigh you and measure you. No, he's also becoming a fairly adroit escape artist. Come on, back inside. Yeah, you can see, look, all the down, it's just coming off in my hand at this point. All right, let's see how much you weigh. Oh wow, this is the heaviest he has been. He's almost 400 grams. I thought so with all the, let's see. 400 and, whoops, don't just do that. Oh, come on, this is backing out. You're not making things any easier. All right, let's see, 400. 411, so that's 391 grams. That's good. So that's the heaviest has been. 391 grams. That's excellent. No, you're not getting out yet. Yeah, I like it. When they get to this point, when they get a little bit cantankerous, they start clucking like a chicken. Yeah, you can see that wing growing. Still got a lot of down on it, but the well, he is actually over 190. It's 195 millimeters, so he is bandable at this point. Okay, stop it. Yeah, he's also getting difficult. Typical teenager. Okay, so 194 millimeter. Fantastic. Okay, so this is a big day for you, buddy, because it means he is ready to be banded. we're going to put a rather special band number on this particular one. It's actually E1000, which is cool. Otherwise, I think we're up to E0970, I think, that I just finished doing on Horn Rock. Okay, so we're going to take the band and let's get him into the optimal position. He's still got so much down on his underside, it's hard to even see his leg. Whoop. Now, this isn't going to end well if you keep doing that. He does not like the feel of that on his leg. So I'm just going to do this as quickly as possible. Yep, that's good. Let me just give it one more squeeze. There. Okay, so he's got his bling. Now, E01,000. All right, and he's quieted down now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just a plumage assessment. I'm not going to measure his bill yet. He's still a bit young. And yeah, you can see pretty well that he's losing down on his face, his wings, and his tail, and for the first time, his shoulder area, upper back. You know, it's not completely clear yet, but it's just about enough to put that. So it's face, wing, tail, shoulder. Okay. It's just, yeah, hopefully in the next really week or two, it'll have to be, we're going to take some blood samples from both this little guy and from his possible half sibling up the hill from the R821 nest. And with that one, we're going to have to probably do it next week because that one is already starting to exercise. He's a bit older than this one. So we will see. In fact, I'm just going to get a little bit of down. It's top of his bill. There we go. Yeah, they start getting really messy because they start actively preening the down out of their body. And some of the ones I've just banded on Horn Rock are so messy. Their bill is just a big ball of down that they've preened off. There you go. Wings a bit? Yeah, I can see the wings are just really developing. They still have a long way to go though. They're at 194 now, 194 millimeter, and he won't be ready to fledge to sea until the outer wing length, the outer part only, is at least 270, 275 mil. So he's still got to grow at least another 8 to 9 centimeters just in this outer part here, basically from the wrist joint on out. Yeah, so he's looking good. Lots of food incoming. He's still is at the heaviest he's ever been. So, I mean, there's nothing to worry about, nothing bad to say for his assessment today. He's growing as well as we could, yes, possibly hope for. He's curious, he's active, he's not aggressive, unlike some of the ones that I had today who bit me up quite royally. They really can hurt with that very sharp hooked bill. It's razor sharp and it's surprisingly strong for the size. But I think he's ready to get back in the nest now, so I'm going to indulge him in that. And hopefully we'll be able to see him start to come out to exercise probably in about another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. He's going to be one of the last chicks on Nonesuch because he was the last chick, or the second last chick, I think, to hatch. So, yeah, when all the others are gone and we're feeling kind of, empty nest syndrome, we'll still have this one to watch, which is lovely. Okay, so from Jeremy and JP out on Nonsuch Island, Bermuda. He's starting to get very, very rambunctious now, so I'm going to put him back in his burrow, and yeah, it's looking good. CahowCam2 is looking as good as we could possibly hope for. It's a very, very positive growth check for this chick. So let's get him back in his nest. Okay, there we go. Okay, and he's back in there again. Yeah, he's been, I mean, considering how hectic the start of the season was for this particular nest, it's been really good to see it end up at this point where we have a just outstandingly healthy chick, and who's growing well. The new female has really proven to be another excellent mother. After a slow start, she is just carrying out more nest visits than I've almost ever seen for a first-time mother. And this is her first chick with Samson. It might help that Samson's a very experienced male mate, but yeah, she has really risen to the occasion, and she's been going above and beyond with an unusually high number of feeding visits, which may have been helped by unusual weather conditions to the north of Bermuda. So for all that, yeah, everything looks good on Nonsuch, and we'll be back to you again soon. We've been seeing a lot of activity at night on the surface cam on the Nonsuch Expeditions website. Last night we watched 4 separate Cahow chicks all out exercising at different times between about midnight and about 4 a.m. all just on this, what we call the runway area here, the path going up through the middle of the nesting colony. So watch that over the next week or two. It should be quite entertaining, and we'll probably end up seeing a few departures out to sea where they fledge out to sea for the first time, and that's always very satisfying to watch. That's the culmination of 7 months of hard work by both the parent birds and by JP and myself. So at this point we're like, thank goodness, they're on their own, they're out to sea. It's like the kids have left the house for college and everything, and now they're in the big college of life exercising. Something which JP's about to go through, but I've already been through that twice. So let me tell you, it's kind of empty nest syndrome for the parents, but for me it'll be moving directly on to the white-tailed tropic birds or longtails and their nesting season until I take my summer vacation in August. So from JP and Jeremy out on Nonsuch Island, Bermuda, another beautiful day, and everybody have a great day, and hopefully we'll be seeing you again soon. All the best.